New makeup, under $15. Let's jump in and do the full face. Starting with face primers. This one is from LA Girl, and this is their Blurring Putty Primer. It's in a pot form. Apply primer and blend into skin with fingers. Use alone or under makeup to blur and smooth appearance of skin. Left side will do this one from LA Girl, and then the right side will do e.l.f. their Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I'm gonna work it in, like spend a little bit of time working this primer into my skin. And I'm gonna focus mostly on the T-zone. I'm not going on the cheeks or the jaw. I'm gonna let this sink in. I'm gonna quickly wash my hands. Let's apply the e.l.f. I'm really excited for this smoothing primer from e.l.f. I believe this is $10. So let's apply a little bit on the forehead, right here and right here. I just don't know how much I need. Ooh, this has a little bit more of a silkier texture in comparison to LA Girl. Feels very weightless too. Allow 30 seconds to set before makeup application. e.l.f. side, it's a little bit softer, a little more smooth, a little more pore filling versus LA Girl. I'm not seeing as much of a difference, honestly. I'm gonna give them time to set. Let's quickly do our eyebrows because we have new products for eyebrows as well from LA Girl and e.l.f. So LA Girl just launched their Brow Perfect Extreme Hold Styling Gel. The brush is really nice. It's really precise, and it has this like little tiny bristles on the end. But the formula is what's really fascinating. It's not extremely wet and like goopy and liquidy. It's more of like a gel. I'm gonna let it set for a little bit and then go back in and create my shape. But this is definitely giving me the lifted brows. I'm not gonna leave it there, but you can see the difference. It's pretty easy to create, work with this formula. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. And I do like those tiny little bristles on the end to separate the hairs. Wow. Hopefully it doesn't look crusty by the end of the day. And then we have a new eyebrow pencil from e.l.f. It's a waterproof formula, and it's called their Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil, and I picked up shade Neutral Brown. It's $4. Has a spoolie. The only thing, the actual pencil itself, it's a little thick, and the color looks really nice. It's a neutral brown. So I'm just gonna gently fill in my brows. This is how I describe the new e.l.f., their Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. It's almost like a powder mixed in with a pomade in one, but there's no precision, but I'm okay with it because I already created my shape using the LA Girl, the Brow Perfect Extreme Hold Styling Gel, and I'm liking my brows so far. They're looking pretty natural. I like the color with the e.l.f. pencil. Oh, whoa. That's the e.l.f. pencil, and I'm wiping it with my toner. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Wow, that's a lot of force. Let's move on. I'm gonna quickly apply some of the Maybelline, the Super Stay Skin Tint over the primer now that the primer is set. And then we'll go on because we have a new under eye corrector that I really wanna use from e.l.f. Looking from side to side, LA Girl versus e.l.f., I think I prefer the e.l.f. side. It's a little more uniform, a little more smooth. It's a lot more even in texture. And I feel like the finish is what I'm looking from this Maybelline Skin Tint. Versus the LA Girl, there is that gorgeous glow kind of like from within, but it's not as even in texture. It's not as smooth as I would want it to be. Moving forward, we're going with the new e.l.f., their Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener that's infused with squalane and hyaluronic acid. This is supposed to awaken your under eyes. It has illuminating pearls in this formula with color correcting tones. I picked up shade, I think it's the lightest shade, which is Fair. Yes, I picked up Fair. I'm gonna use my fingertips to work this in, kind of warm it up. I like to do this with a lot of my like putty products that are in pots. We'll do this side first. It's very smooth, it's balmy. Just gonna blend this in with my fingertips where I want that brightness, which is more so in the inner corner, and then use a brush to blend out. That's actually really pretty, but it's very illuminating, and it does look a tad greasy under my eyes. I need a little more coverage, so I'm gonna use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is not a new product. I'm gonna use a brush to blend this in. Yeah, that color corrector is very illuminating. So Milani launched a cream bronzer. So this is the Milani, their Cheek Kiss cream bronzer, and I picked up shade Hey Honey. And I believe this is the most expensive in my Ulta haul. I think it's $12.99, but the color looks really nice and it feels nice too. And yeah, it does have that It's not extremely balmy. When you blend it out, it kind of has almost a powder feel afterwards. I'm hoping it's gonna be beautiful on the face. I'm gonna use my beloved Makeup by Mario F1 brush. I like to work it into the brush, just like so, and then kind of warm it up on the back, and like in my palm or on the back of my hand. Okay, this is pigmented in a good way. Whoa, okay. Whoa. It's very blurred. This is a really nice soft finish. I thought it was gonna be a lot more balmy, but no. Wow, Milani. That's really easy to use, that delivers, that has the perfect amount of pigment. Oh my. Whoa, okay. I think I may have fallen in love. Love at first use. And I'm using it as like a contour and bronzer in one, so I'm picking it higher up than I would a contour, but also bringing it down as a contour. This is a great neutral color for my skin tone. Oh my, I am in love. Another new makeup from the drugstore under $15 that I'm really, really excited about. These are the new LA Girls. They're soft matte cream blushes. I picked up 2 shades. So these you can use on your cheeks and also on your lips. Let's see how much they cost. They were $5.99. Let's apply them on the back of my hand to see what color they are, how they blend out. Okay, they squeeze out nice, or at least this one does. Ooh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, are you pigmented? It's a pretty thick formula. It has a scent. It kind of smells like a bathroom spray, but sweet. But okay, the formula is definitely thick, so I feel like I will probably take on the back of my hand, spread it, warm it up, and then use a brush to blend. So this was Kiss Up, and now let's swatch Grace. Oh, this one came out a little bit easier. Oh yeah, this one's not as thick. Wait, why is this one glossy? And it does not really look like the color. It's a little more rosy. I thought this would be a little more on the brown side. Let's apply this one right here, which is Grace. I'm just gonna work it into the brush. Just go on both sides, start working it in. Okay, it's giving a wash of color on my cheeks. It's building up. I personally would not take this on the cheeks and then blend out. I would take on the back of my hand, and I'm trying to work it into the brush. So it has quite a bit of playing time, you can see. They're pigmented, they're not sheer, but that was actually really nice. Pretty easy to work with. It looks soft on the cheeks. It's not enhancing the texture, or at least I don't see it because it has a soft matte finish. Flower Beauty came out with this duo eyeliner pencil. This reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury. She has something like this, and I like those pencils. These were $11, I believe. It's a black and bronze. So I think there's a matte and then a chrome. So I believe the bronze is chromey and the black is matte. So let's do it. I'm gonna use the black on my upper lash line, create a little wing, smoke it out a tad, and then we'll use the chrome on the lower waterline and lash line. Pros of the new Flower Beauty, their duo chrome eyeliner pencils. They're very, very blendable. They stretch very far. The only thing I'm concerned about that, it's not going to set, and they're going to start kind of like smudging and bleeding and moving around on my eyes. So I'm hoping they set, because as of right now, I can still move them. All right, we have a new mascara from Essence. This is their Lash Without Limits Extreme Lengthening and Volume Mascara, and this is in shade brown. It's a really flexible wand. The short silicone bristles. Yes, wow length. Wow. As of right now, not disappointed at all. Very, very excited. This one definitely surprised me the most so far from a lot of this makeup, besides, you know, the blush and the bronzer. But this Essence Lash Without Limits Brow Mascara, very stunning. The formula is on the drier side, so I'm hoping it's not going to start flaking on me like really heavily throughout the day. But the brush is very easy to work with, this wand. Mascara, it's not super clumpy. My lashes not clump. My eyes are watering right now, so it is dropping the lashes a little bit right here, but overall, length is there, and I really like this brown shade in the mascara. It's not like a red brown, it's a beautiful neutral brown that's giving me very natural, lengthened full lashes. I line my lips with NYX's lip liner in shade Peekaboo Neutral. I'm gonna add some of this, the LA Girl Soft Matte Cream Blush to my lips in shade Grace. I'm just gonna take some on the back of my hand, like so. Probably a little too much, but that's fine. I'm just gonna use a brush to apply this. And that completes the full face of new makeup under $15. I am really impressed with the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer. Formula is stunning, very, very blendable, very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way, but I'm loving the color, the finish. Very excited about the new mascara from Essence. I haven't been wowed since the L'Oreal, the Panorama, or the Panorama lashes mascara. I love that one. But this one, I really like it. And the LA Girl Cream Blushes. Beautiful, extremely pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. Not excited that it's fragranced. It's still lingering, but it's on my lips as well. But I like the 2-in-1 that you can use on your cheeks and your lips. And I like the soft matte finish, really pretty. But let's go on with our day. We'll do check-ins and we'll see how the makeup is wearing. We are a good 5 hours in. This is what we are looking like. I still prefer the side with the e.l.f. I was looking closer. I think everything's still looking a little more even. Everything's looking softer. It's very smooth and the texture is really pretty on the right side versus the left side. I think it still looks good. LA Girl is not as pore filling and smoothing as the e.l.f. side. So e.l.f. primer I prefer. Now moving on to eyebrows. Eyebrows are still there. Not really seeing that much of a difference. There's maybe a little bit of a hairs kind of falling, you know, doing their own thing on like the tips. But regardless, I like how natural my brows look. Moving on to eyeliner. I'm not seeing smudging. Am I seeing smudging? I don't think I am. I'm not seeing a lot of like transfer on the lower lash line from this mascara. I think mascara is still wearing beautiful. Essence mascara is still really stunning. I keep looking at my lashes and how lengthened they look, and I like this brown shade. It is such a beautiful brown shade. If you like brown mascaras, definitely check this one out. It is stunning. I am impressed. I am wowed. I'm in love. Moving on to that brightener. I don't know how I feel about that eye brightener. It's like, I kept like swatching it, and I think those illuminating pearls are a little too much for my liking. The blush is still popping. It is stunning. That bronzer is still popping. It looks beautiful. It's not moving around. I am just really, really happy with, I would say, most of this makeup. I'm like, wow, impressed. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I fell asleep and this is what happened. I woke up and wow. Either I was crying in my sleep or I was laughing in my sleep with tears. But I was saying my eyes feel like sensitive today. So, and it's not, they were sensitive prior putting makeup on. So I'm not blaming the makeup for giving my eye sensitivity, but let me just quickly clean that off. This has nothing to do with like longevity of the makeup. It's just my eyes were really tearing up today. Overall, mascara is still on. My lashes are lengthened. I think they still look good. And surprisingly, I didn't notice a lot of transfer, a lot of smudging, a lot of flaking with this new Essence mascara. And I'm very happy to report that it's just a lovely mascara. Chef's kiss. Definitely check it out. It is beautiful, very easy to work with. Okay, moving on to eyeliner. Wow, I can't stop. My eyes are like, wow. Eyeliner, I feel like on both sides, it's, you know, the opaqueness, the intensity, that pigment is slowly just starting to kind of dissolve, and it's looking very soft now. My blush, still there. It's popping, it's doing its thing. Bronzer is still there. I think those two products, besides the mascara, the blush from LA Girl, their soft matte cream blush, and then the Milani Cheek Kiss cream bronzer, all three of those products from this entire new makeup from the drugstore haul under $15, they're all Chef's Kiss. I'm excited to keep wearing them. I'm excited to keep playing with them. I'm excited to look into more colors, especially for the blush. I think there's a total either 4 or 5 shades. I picked up 2 out of them. I kind of want to pick up the rest because those blushes are beautiful. I'm not loving and I'm not liking the LA Girl blurring primer. In my opinion, it didn't really blur. It didn't really smooth. It just kind of added a silicone base to my face. It just didn't really do anything that I would want it to do. It just kind of, I don't know. I'm not happy with it. Now, the e.l.f. primer, I think I'm still looking a little more smooth, but it's definitely glowy. I would definitely touch up if I were to go somewhere or if I didn't take a nap. I probably would have used like a blotting sheet to kind of get rid of the excess oil. But I do like how the e.l.f. primer is wearing, but I found that I probably want to go a little bit less. Like a little bit goes a long way. I wouldn't go really heavy-handed with that primer because it is very slippy. It's not as sticky. It's more of a slippy primer. It's smoothing, but it's not extremely blurring. I found it to be more smoothing than blurring. I hope I'm kind of making sense. Brows are still there. I mean, they're kind of just doing their thing. Pretty impressed with the LA Girl styling gel and the e.l.f. brow pencil, the waterproof version. Again, my only thoughts with the waterproof brow pencil from e.l.f. It's not precise, and it's like if you don't really have a brow shape, it might be a little bit hard to work with, but I think if you create your shape first and then just go and fill in the sparse areas, I think you'll be good to go. I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.